Hi guys, it's Ray, and this is part one of a monsterish book haul that they will be going up soon. Basically, the first half is kind of the non-Christmas stuff. This is the other books that I've bought around Christmas from work, because I work in a bookshop, so there's lots of books everywhere, and I have no self-control. So these are... books. There's one that I've forgotten that is in the cupboard that I can't bother to go and fetch, so yeah, we're not doing with that one. And then after this I have the Christmas books, which is an astonishing stack of basically about 20 books. So let's get moving, because otherwise these things are going to be like 20 minutes long and they'll take an age to actually process. But I shall do the ones that are that I bought just before Christmas. I got Chris Hadfield's An Astronaut's Guide to Life on Earth, which is basically his sort of autobiography about sort of how he like his journey to becoming an astronaut. While I was at work the other week, I was like, because it's going to be, I think, one of the books of the month for Woodstones for, I think, next year, maybe, might be February, or unless it was like February just gone, I don't know. Who knows? But yes, and I was reading a bit of it, and it's like, I'm very, very intrigued to see how this is all going to happen, because I hadn't realised he's Canadian. I hadn't known this. I hadn't twigged of this, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. The amount of biographies that I have got. Oh, God, there was just flash of light on my face there. It was like cars went past. That was weird. But yes, I'm very much liking to read that soon. And this one is one that I got, that I just saw it and was like, ooh. And it is The Bletchley Girls by Tessa Dunlop. So basically this is kind of a book about some of the female code breakers who were at Bletchley Park, who broke all the Enigma code during the Second World War. And I'm vastly intrigued by Bletchley Park as an entity, and just all the work they did there, even though my brain would probably explode if I actually tried to even think beyond just the surface explanations of how they cracked Enigma. There's like some number file videos that I've seen that just like blow my mind. But I like want to just read about the women that were there, because as you'll see in my Christmas one, there is another one that I've got another book that is sort of linked to this. But I did have read a book at the end of like 2012ish or 2011 that was about Bletchley Park, which was really good. So I'm very looking forward to this. And the other book that I bought that is in the cupboard is a book called The Wisdom of the Shire, which is basically, it's like some kind of almost spiritual kind of thing about sort of like how the lifestyles and the sort of values of the hobbits could be people. It could be like sort of applied to your own life, and it was like, I like the sound of this. This sounds good, so I bought it. Although it's in the cupboard, so I can't bother yet. And these are the 5 I bought yesterday before I left, because I had to give my discount card back. I have no more work. Sad times. But books are good. First one that I got was The Letter for the King by Tonki Dracht. I can't remember how Sana pronounced it, because it's a Dutch name, and she's obviously Dutch, so can pronounce these things better than me. But I got the sort of winter cover, because it's pretty, and I'm really looking forward to reading this, because it sounds very intriguing, and it's from like the 60s, so it'll be very interesting, and it's not that often that I read translated works. I mean, there are some that I've read, but not that many, and never from Dutch, so that'll be very interesting. And I also got The Jewel by Amy Ewing, because my sister has read this, and I think really liked it. And I think I've heard some mixed things about it. I've heard some things good and some things not. But the cover is very, very pretty. The sort of raised title is also very, very cool. Bright lights. Although the cover's like a little bit thing on the edge there. It's just bugging me. But I've just finished reading the entire Selection series in like 2 days, because I'm crazy. But that was one of my Christmas presents that I'll show you in the next video. So I thought we'll continue with the theme and see how that goes. So that should be interesting. And then I got Geek Girl, Picture Perfect. This is the third one, and this paperback, I was like, it was just there on the half price table. I was like, ooh! I've been waiting for ages to get the paperback, not like the big paperback or the hardback, because I want them to match. So when this arrives, yeah, gonna grab it and get on with it. Because I think I've read Model Misfit. I can't remember, so I've got that. And this one, next one, is Jess's fault. It's all Jess's fault. It's yours. I absolved myself of it entirely. And it's the Great Christmas Knit Off by Alexandra Brown. It's like, you read it, you sent me the review, and then it's like, oh, I'm just gonna have to read that. And then I saw it, and I'm like, because I was just like, it was kind of I couldn't remember actually what the author's name was, and I knew it was a sort of chick lit knitting book, but I couldn't remember what the title was. Then I saw it again. That's the one. That's the one. And I was like building a stack in the cupboard all the sort of 6 hours I was there yesterday. That was fun. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. And the last book, I saw it when we were sort of unloading books to shelve. I shelved so many books yesterday. Oh my god, I shelved so many books. But this was in one of the boxes. I'm like, this isn't out yet. Wow. It's like, and because I've seen so many people reading this and like with the arcs and just saying how good it is, and it is a big one for sort of diverse fiction this year. So it's The Art of Being Normal by Lisa Williamson. Yeah, if you'd like to. Chesterfield Waterstones has a few copies. If you want one, go and get them, because I grabbed one. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this, because it's not very often you sort of get sort of transgender YA, except in like Laura Lamb's the Laura Lamb's pantomime books is more intersex, but still the kind of diverse, other than just lesbian, gay, important, much important. And ooh, pretty end paper, pretty. So yes, I have that. I'm much looking forward to reading it soon. And it's a pretty little hardcover. So yes, those are all the books. I did get one other book, but that was more, that's like the third copy of The Miniaturist that I've bought, because I bought one for a Christmas present, and then I've had to buy another one for a Christmas present because the person who originally I bought it for, I hadn't labelled it, so there was a bit slight of a mix-up. So I've got another one for them. That's good. That's always good. And yes, so this is like the non-Christmas books, and then I shall go and do the video for the actual Christmas books, which is going to be mad. It's really going to be mad. And I have to make a video soon about like some of my favourite, or I'll do a blog post, because I'm not posting on my book blog, my book blog for like forever, because I haven't even done like an October or November kind of round off there, like in forevs. Not that I've read that much, but I was sort of totting up some stats yesterday, and it's like, currently it's more new reads than rereads. That's good, but it's still massively under kind of what I've normally read in a year. But writing is kind of impacted that. But anyway, I'm going to finish this one, and then I'm going to go on to doing that stack that you can't see, but I can see. It's scary. And then I'm going to have to just like spend New Year just reading these. Not all of New Year. Yeah, I'm just going to just read solidly every day. But yes, see you soon. Very soon.